The Yalda Night, a celebration of light, hope, and unity. In this video, I will talk about the history and significance of the Yalda Night as a well-known Persian celebration. I will also talk a little bit about the philosophy behind this event to highlight its deeper meanings and the timeless and placeless themes it represents. And also at the end, I will explain some of the key symbols associated with Yalda, such as the foods and customs that are integral to this celebration. And I will discuss their cultural and spiritual importance. So, the Yalda night, which in Persian we call it Shab Yalda or Shab Chelle, is a celebration to honor and celebrate the victory of light over darkness, and victory of life over death, hope over despair, and unity over division. Uh, the Yalda night is the longest and darkest night of the year, which falls on 20th of December or 21st of December, depending on whether the year is a leap year or not. But you may ask why this particular night was chosen for such a significant celebration. So you can find the answer in the symbolic transformation that begins the very next morning. From this point onward, the nights gradually grow shorter and the days become longer, which symbolizes the victory of light over darkness and the renewal of hope. However, Yalda is far more than a marking of the winter solstice. It's a deeply meaningful tradition that celebrates the victory of light over darkness, as I said earlier, both in the natural world and in the human spirit. So it's inspired by nature, but you can see its reflection in the culture and the celebration. So this ancient festival, rooted in Persian culture, serves as a reminder of the cyclical nature of life and the power of regeneration and renewal. During that night, families and friends gather on this occasion to share food, recite poetry, and engage in storytelling, sharing their stories, listening to other stories. And altogether, it creates an atmosphere of warmth and connection. So, therefore, in essence, Yalda is not just a celebration of a natural event, but it acknowledges the ability of hope, the ability of life, and the beauty of beginning again. So, to celebrate this event, people stay awake with their friends and families throughout the Yalda night to honor the birth of the sun at the coming dawn. Their act of staying awake also is a symbol of their anticipation for the first rays of the new sun at dawn, a gesture of admiration for life-giving force of sunlight, which is the main source of life for our planet. It's a cheerful occasion filled with, as I said, poetry, storytelling, and sharing food to remind everyone of the promise of brighter days ahead. From a historical point of view, from ancient times to the present, Yalda Night has been cherished not only in Iran, but also in neighboring countries such as Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Armenia, Turkmenistan, Iraq, and Turkey. So, Yalda is more than, as you can see, regarding what I said earlier, it's more than just a celebration. It's basically a symbol of unity and hope for the diverse people of this region across borders to remind everyone their shared cultural values and also the importance of family, community, and being resilient, the resilience of human spirit. By gathering of by gathering on this longest night of the year, uh, basically they reflect on the victory of light over darkness, and uh, by getting together and sharing food and sharing stories, it reminds people their collective identity and belongingness. So, um, and it's good to know that Yalda was officially added to UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage list in December 2022 to recognize its cultural significance and its role in preserving shared heritage across generations. So that was a brief history about how we celebrate it and uh, when and where it's being celebrated. So let's have a look for the last part of this video at the symbols of Yalda Night and the meaning of each symbol. So as I said earlier, we get together, we share food and fruits, and each specifically fruits has a symbolic meaning. So for example, pomegranate is the symbol of life, fertility, and the rising sun because its red seeds represent vitality and promise of renewal. Um, the other fruit, which is very popular, is watermelon. Watermelon represents health and well-being, and its cool nature is believed to protect the body from the heat of the coming summer. So that's for watermelon. Candles and fire. It also symbolizes light and the victory of brightness over darkness, reflecting on Zoroastrian admiration for fire and light. We also read different poetry books such as Shahnameh and Diwan Hafiz, um, which represents wisdom and reflection on life. And families traditionally read these books to seek guidance and hope for the future and reflecting on the past, of course. The other one is dried fruits and nuts, represents abundance, prosperity, and the importance of sharing blessings with loved ones. Other fruits like apple uh, is a symbol of health and the sweetness of life. And in general, the color red um, dominates in pomegranate and watermelon is the symbol of vitality and energy from the sun. Right, so that was a brief introduction about this cultural traditional celebration. Uh, and I wish you all the best and thank you for your attention to this video.